Okay, so today I'm going to just show you really quickly how you can upload your QuickTime video to your YouTube channel. Everyone has a YouTube channel associated with their Longmeadow Public Schools account because Google owns YouTube. So you click on what I like to call the checkerboard to access your YouTube, and you're going to open YouTube. And here you'll see a bunch of recommendations based on things that you have clicked on. You'll see this most recent one that I just linked for you on how to record a QuickTime video. But over here on the left hand side, you can click on the three lines to access some stuff that you have here. So you have your own library, but then in your library, that's stuff that you might have done, plus stuff that you've liked out there on the internet. But if you click on your videos, if you're new to uploading videos, this will be empty. But it won't be once you're used to this and you're creating all of these QuickTime videos for your students. You can create different playlists, so to speak. And that's pretty self-explanatory once you learn how to upload your video. So I have, for instance, a technology playlist, which I have linked a bunch of stuff to you there. So anyway, I like to start with my videos. And over here on the right-hand side, okay, you'll see this little camera with a plus sign. It says create a video or post, right? So if we click on that, it's going to allow me to go live and create one directly from YouTube or upload the one that I've already created on my computer. So I'm going to click on that. And then it wants you to find your file. So you're going to click select file. And then you're going to find your your recents or whatever. I always save everything to my desktop and then I move it into a folder later so that it's easier to find. So you'll see find files in Google Drive.mov. I've already uploaded this, but I've got this here so I can show you how to do it. So you're going to click open. There are multiple ways to upload files to YouTube, by the way. This is just the way I happen to use it. And I'm going to put the word example here so I know which one I want to delete later. You can give a brief description about what this video does. I always do that on the ones that I'm going to keep. Down here it says select what playlist you want to attach this to. So you can put technology or favorites or whatever. We'll just put technology for now. If there's something here, something that's not here that you want to create for a playlist, this is where you can then create a new playlist. Click done. Your audience, yes, it's kid appropriate, so I always click on that. And you can put age restrictions. I always click here for more options as well. And you're supposed to say if your video has a paid endorsement, which are all those ads that you usually have to skip by. But here you can put multiple tags, which if you become really good at this or want to expand your YouTube experience, putting tags will allow people who are out there on the internet to search for your video and use it as a tutorial if you're going to make it public. Then you can talk about your language, captions, put the recording date, allow embedding. So if you want people to be able to embed your video that you made into something, as like I have done on the spreadsheet for a lot of the tutorials, and you can, give a category here. Just go through the different settings and see what you like. Okay. So you can see over here on the right hand side it says it's uploading the video. This does take a few minutes depending on the file size. It could take more than a few minutes. And that's only so that YouTube can process it. So you click next and you'll see, okay, we've got details done, video elements right here. And it says you can complete this step after the standard definition version of your video has been processed. While you wait, you can close the screen or go to the next step. So down here at the bottom, you can see that there's about 2 minutes left for this. It's about 63%. You're going to click on next. And here is where you get to decide whether this video is public, private, or unlisted. So pretty much we'll go through the examples since we have a couple minutes left. Make your video public, unlisted, or private. So if this was a home video or something, you might want to make it private, which means that only you and people that you choose can watch your video, which means you would have to share it with specific people using their email addresses. Unlisted, anyone who has the link can watch your video. However, just like in the old-fashioned days when we used to have phone books and you chose to be unlisted, you weren't able to be found in the phone book because it was unlisted. That's the same with your video. I always choose public when they are tutorial videos. So I click public, and you can schedule a date to make it public, or just make it public right away. And it says, before you publish, check the following. Did kids appear in this video? This is very important, especially when you're dealing with school. Make sure that you follow the policies to protect minors from harm. You can read more about those policies right there. Looking for overall content guidance. Our community guidelines can help you avoid trouble and ensure that YouTube remains a safe and vibrant community. You can learn more about that as well. You can see that was just 100% uploaded. Now it's being processed by YouTube. And again, that takes a few minutes. You can still click on this publish button, and you'll see that it's still processing. Just hit the close. And once it's done processing, it'll show up here, and you will be able to then share the video. It says it's pending. Okay. Once it's processed, you'll be able to copy the link and post it, email it, put it wherever you want to put it. It will be there. At any point in time, should you want to change whether something is public or not, when you are in your video section, you can click on the down arrow and you can change something from being public to private. That's a pretty simple fix immediately. Then as people start to watch your videos, you'll get to see whether you get any likes or dislikes and, thumbs up and all this other stuff. You can see that I have some. Our variety show is unlisted, which means that anyone can view the video if they have the link. I didn't want to have that out there for everybody to be able to see. And then, we've got private. So you can have multiple. You scroll between your screens down here. I only have 28 videos, so I only have one screen. So that's pretty much it. I hope you are comfortable. Play around with it. It is pretty simple once you get going and do it more than once. It'll be embedded in your memory.